Welcome to our channel. Today we are diving into exclusive, high-stakes celebrity news, so make sure you do not go away. Jenna Jameson has built an entire career on reinventing herself, turning intense headlines and dramatic public twists into complete personal rebrands. But her latest chapter might just be her most bizarre and calculated move yet. When pictures surfaced of the former adult entertainment icon walking down the aisle in Miami to tie the knot for a fourth time, fans were stunned. To the outside world, it looked like a woman who had finally found happiness after a turbulent couple of years. But beneath the polished wedding photos and romantic posts lies a messy, chaotic legal war that almost nobody saw coming. Before she could officially say "I do" to her new partner Milagros Ocampo, she had to quietly deal with a legal nightmare that was threatening to tear her life apart. To understand how wild this story actually gets, you have to rewind to the moment her third marriage started crumbling. In 2023, Jenna swept onto social media with influencer Jessie Lawless, painting a picture of an unbreakable bond. They exchanged vows, hosted wild live streams, and convinced millions of followers that they were absolute soulmates. But almost as quickly as it started, the dream vanished. Behind closed doors, toxic arguments were boiling over, and within months, the entire relationship detonated in front of the world. What fans didn't know was that while everyone thought they were just dealing with a standard celebrity breakup, an intense high-stakes battle was quietly being fought behind closed doors in a courthouse. When the split happened, Jessie didn't just want a normal divorce. She wanted the marriage wiped completely out of existence. Reports claim that Jessie felt so deeply betrayed that she filed a legal petition for an annulment, asserting that the entire union had been entered into under false pretenses. That is a massive legal claim because an annulment doesn't just end a marriage. It legally declares that the marriage was invalid from the very beginning. Accusations surfaced that Jenna had kept massive secrets hidden before they walked down the aisle, creating an illusion of financial stability and personal wellness that simply wasn't real. The details buried in those initial court filings sent shockwaves through their inner circle. According to official documents obtained from the court, Jessie claimed that Jenna had explicitly lied about her financial situation before they tied the knot in 2023. She alleged that Jenna claimed to be completely debt-free, when in reality, huge financial obligations were hanging over her head. But the money issues weren't even the most heartbreaking part of the filing. Jessie also alleged that Jenna had claimed to be completely sober at the time of their wedding, but reports suggest that was far from the truth. For someone who has publicly fought a very open battle with substance recovery, these allegations were potentially explosive, threatening to shatter the carefully constructed narrative Jenna had presented to her fans. What followed was a legal back and forth so confusing that even legal experts were scratching their heads. The initial annulment attempt by Jessie was surprisingly dismissed, opening the door for Jenna to jump in and file her own traditional divorce case. It seemed like the former adult star wanted to handle things quietly through standard legal channels and split their assets down the middle. But for reasons that remain unknown, Jenna's divorce case completely stalled and went absolutely nowhere. While Jenna went quiet on the courtroom front, Jessie wasn't ready to let it go, refiling her petition for an annulment in 2025 with even more determination to completely dissolve the legal tie once and for all. And this is where Jenna made a move that left everyone stunned. She simply stopped responding. Court docs show that after Jessie refiled the petition demanding the marriage be declared null and void, Jenna completely ghosted the judicial process. She ignored the legal summons, failed to submit paperwork, and chose not to appear in court to defend herself or dispute the heavy accusations regarding her debt and sobriety. It was a risky strategy, but it ultimately handed Jessie an absolute victory without a long drawn-out trial. Because Jenna failed to respond, a judge had no choice but to enter an official default decree of annulment on April 14, 2025. In the eyes of the law, the marriage was effectively erased, legally restoring both women to unmarried status as if the wedding in 2023 had never even taken place. It was a cold, decisive end to one of the most talked about pop culture romances of recent years, leaving Jessie free and clear while Jenna was left to handle the public fallout of having an annulment granted against her on default. But if you think Jenna Jameson was going to sit around in quiet reflection after having her third marriage legally erased, you don't know Jenna Jameson. Barely a year after that court decree erased her past, she stunned her millions of followers by announcing that she had walked down the aisle yet again. In a glamorous Miami ceremony, Jenna officially tied the knot with Milagros Ocampo, marking her fourth trip down the aisle and proving once again that she moves at absolute breakneck speed when it comes to her love life. Online communities and celebrity commentators immediately went into overdrive with speculation. Fans couldn't help but ask how someone could jump from an explosive annulment involving claims of hidden debts and broken sobriety directly into a brand new lifelong commitment. Rumors suggest that friends close to the situation were shocked by how quickly the Miami wedding came together, with some questioning if the former star was rushing into another commitment before fully processing the messy aftermath of her past legal battles. Is this fourth marriage the genuine happy ending she has been searching for after decades of chaotic public life? Or is history simply doomed to repeat itself under the bright Miami lights? Only time will tell. But one thing is for certain, Jenna Jameson knows exactly how to keep the entire world watching her every single move.